Welcome, everybody, to the 2024 Personal Awards. Yes, yes. Shout out Nikolai, by the way. I am so happy and so honored to be hosting this award ceremony for you all. We have some amazing awards to hand out. This is going to be a long one, and I'm so excited and happy to be sharing with all of you. So let's jump right into it. And remember, this is not based off of me giving the award. This is the people. This is, Dylan, Giovanni, Tyler, Martin, myself, Nick, Brian, Kieran, Ethan, and more. So this is what you guys voted on. This is what the people voted on. So starting with most handsome. We got some good ones for most handsome. We got we got Martin, we got Brian, we got Nick, we got Tyler, we got Spencer. So how did the people vote? Who do the people say is the most handsome? That would be Tyler. Tyler led with 5 votes. You can see Spencer slipped in there and Tony also, along with, who is that over there? I think that might be Robert over there. Let me pull up my phone actually on the side. But, congratulations, Tyler, for winning, most handsome. Moving on to the most bi. Most bi, what does that mean? Well, simply put, it is the most bisexual person in the friend group. So how did people vote for most bisexual? There's some good options. I know I had some votes. I was in the running for sure. There's only 3 nominees. Myself, Tony, and Spencer. And the winner of most bi is Spencer. Led with 7 votes. Look at that pie chart. Look at that pie chart. More than 50% of people voted for Spencer. I mean, what can you do, right? Congratulations, Spencer. Give him a round of applause. He worked hard for this award. He worked hard. In the bed. All right. Most likely to be president. Yes. Now, most likely to be president was very divided, very split up. Myself was thrown in there. Kieran was thrown in there. Tony was thrown in there. Even Nick was thrown in there. And the winner of this will be the president of the friend group. Don't get it twisted. So, the winner of most likely to be president. Me. Yes, I did it. I finally did it. Yes, I was tied with Kieran for 3 votes. Yes, I gave myself the award. I love having power. That's what a president does. He has power. I love it. So I want to congratulate myself. I am the president of the friend group now. Nicholas, we did it. Brian, we did it. The good game list is official. I'm so proud, so happy. So thank you guys for voting for me. Biggest. This should speak for itself. You look at the picture. I don't need to say anything else. There's a lot of people who voted for biggest actually. Spencer, Ethan, Kieran. There's one person who won it all, and that is Martin, with 4 votes. Martin with a 30.8% lead in biggest, and I know his girlfriend's a lucky woman. Okay, let's move on. Most funny. Who was the funniest? Who's a funny person, funny guy? There's a lot of funny people in the group. People make me laugh all the time. You got Martin, we got myself, we got Tony, we got Brian, and of course, we have the winner of most funny by a landslide, Ethan, with 7 votes of most funny. Congratulations to Ethan. He's a character. He is a character. He comes from a different place, an awful place, and yet he's so funny. And by funny, I mean dumb. I mean, let's get it. Let's get it. Congratulations, Ethan. Most creative. Now, what this means is doing unique things, saying unique things, thinking outside the box, just being creative with what you do. and your actions, your words. It's a little bit of a different award to give, but someone who's really thinking, whether it's making ideas or plans or something just fun, thinking of something fun with people. And Tony was a nominee for most creative. So was Giovanni. So was Robert. So was Chris. But the winner for most creative is me. Me. I guess you can kind of see it as like the fact that I'm even doing this right now on YouTube. It's a creative idea to do award ceremonies, you know. So congratulations to me, and thank you very much for the votes. I appreciate that deeply. Most athletic. We play a lot of sports in this friend group. Do a variety of different things that involve athleticism. So, who were the people that were talked about? Who are we looking at this? We got to vote for Nick. We have to vote for Tony. We have to vote for Kieran. Some of the nominees I just mentioned. Kieran for his undefeated win streak against Martin. But the winner for most athletic is a landslide. It's no secret. Tyler. With 76.9, that's 10 votes. 10 whole votes for most athletic. He does it all. He hits the and one in basketball. He catches the touchdowns in football. He plays the soccer. He head kicks Martin. Congratulations, Tyler. Take this award. You're basically LeBron. Basically LeBron. Not this, but congratulations. Most likely to do hard drugs. Now this is an interesting one. Who's likely to just hop on the train, hop on the wagon, and do some meth, some coke, some of the stuff like that? Brian is nominated, probably because of his comments of doing coke. Chris is nominated. Tony's nominated. But the winner of most likely to do hard drugs is Ethan with 4 votes. Only one more than Brian, so Brian was just behind by 1 vote. But Ethan wins with 4. I had to vote myself. So did Martin for some reason. So Ethan, stay away from hard drugs because you're likely to do them. Best fighter. What's a friend group without some top tier fighters? Some people ready to throw it down, ready to go tit for tat, blow for blow, punch for punch, kick for kick. And, we got some good nominees. Tyler McCann, Chris, Martin, Tony, Kieran for his undefeated streak against Martin. The best fighter goes to Chris. Now, this was a tie-up. Chris and Tyler were tied with 4. And I decided to go with Chris. Now, you might be wondering, Noah, Tyler beat Chris in their fight they had. Sorry, I got the hiccup. A few months ago. Almost a year ago now. Well, let me tell you something. That was a robbery. Whoa, Tyler, don't come at me. People, don't attack me. That was a robbery decision. Listen, the judges weren't judging by damage. Tyler left there with a concussion. Chris left basically unscathed. This is the truth. This is the truth. This is the truth. So because of the concussion, and also I remember Chris hit Tyler with a crazy overhand right that was there was like a thud to it. People were like, ooh, and then they dabbed each other up because that was a good punch. Listen, the overhand right and the concussion from the body slam, I'm giving it to Chris. Plus, I'm also afraid of Chris, and I feel like Chris can beat most people in a fight. So yeah, thank you. Most hardworking. Who puts in the hours? Who puts in the inches? Who's getting up and just putting the grind set like this man with a boulder? Who is working kind of like the hardest? Now, we got some good nominees. We got Nick. We got Tony. We got Robert. We got Martin. And the winner of most hardworking is Robert with 5 votes, which is the majority by 2. Nick got 3. Tony 2, but Robert had 5 total votes. He is a firefighter. He works 24 hours. He's a busy man. He has his own home. He's just most responsible, most mature. and the most hardworking. I mean, just correlates. But yeah, most evil. Who is the most evil person? Vile, disgusting, would do terrible things just for the sake of it. I am nominated with a decent amount of votes. Tony is nominated. Nick is nominated. Brian's nominated, per the sense. But the winner of Most Evil with 5 votes is Tony. It was just me and Tony. Thanks, whoever did that, by the way. Um, I wish I could see the 2 people that voted for me most evil. That's so real. That's actually accurate. But Tony wins with 5 votes, which is I don't know if it's true, but this is what the people voted for. So Tony, you're evil, you're vile. We should burn you at a stake. True. That's real. That's a real thing. I tell you this because let's move on. Biggest seller IRL. Someone who sells is someone who does bad or messes up a decent amount in person. So this isn't about gaming. Now selling, maybe you're late, maybe you're doing an activity in real life with your friends and you just do bad at it. Maybe you break something, maybe you kill the hype or kill the buzz of what's going on around you. Maybe you make people uncomfortable. You're selling IRL. Some of the nominees were Ethan, Nick, Tony, and Brian with some of the most votes. And the biggest seller goes to Tony with 4 votes. Now, Ethan and Brian led just right behind him with 3 each, as you can see highlighted in the dark blue and the green. So it was a very close race. But Tony takes it by 1 vote. So Tony, congratulations on being a biggest seller. Yeah, what a guy. Most likely to be a criminal. Now, this is just a simple one. Who in the future could we see as a hardcore criminal in the future? The nominees were Chris, Giovanni, Ethan, Tony. And the most likely to be a criminal goes to Giovanni with 4 votes. I don't know why this was it. I did not vote for Giovanni. I feel like Giovanni probably voted for Giovanni. I don't know. But Giovanni takes it with 4 votes. I mean, maybe it's just the name. Look at the name. Look at Giovanni. Giovanni's handsome, just like this guy, Luigi, is. I mean, I could see Giovanni killing a CEO. Or in Minecraft. But, congratulations, Giovanni. Most likely to be a hardcore criminal. You'd love to see it. Dedication. Best singer. Having a nice voice is something that can be appreciated by both the huzz and your friends alike. And being a good singer just shows you have a talent that most people don't. I simply can't sing at all, just not my vocals. Some people just don't have the vocal cords to sing. And that's the truth. You could learn technique in singing and try and get that voice going, but some people are just naturally born and gifted with it. The nominees were Spencer. Why? Why do people do that? Nick and Chris. And the winner of Best Singer is Chris with 6 votes. I mean, pretty dominant. I don't know why Nick and Spencer had 2 votes each. And then Giovanni, Ethan, Tony had 1 each. But yes, Chris has a beautiful voice of an angel. And he definitely deserved this award. So congratulations to Chris. Biggest alcoholic. Someone in the friend group that's always drinking, or when you think of drinking and going out, you associate drinking with this person. Because you just know that, they shake without a drink. They love to get a drink in them. The nominees are Robert, Chris, and Brian. They had the most votes, 3 of them, compared to everyone else with only 1. And the award for biggest alcoholic goes to none other than Brian. Brian with 6 votes. This is crazy that Brian really led this much, but I mean, yeah. Every time Brian's out, he's like, "Oh, we need a drink." He has drinks in his car. He has drinks on him at all times. He's always getting drinks, opening tabs when he's out. This makes sense that Brian would be the biggest alcoholic. You know, that's W, even though they just showed research that's showing or linking drinking alcohol to different cancers. But hey, who cares, am I right? Congratulations, Brian. Best Planner. Best Planner is the award for someone who, when talking about the friend group, is constantly trying to actually get the people together to do anything, whether it's go out, have a party, plan a special event, do something like a sport like basketball or baseball, just have a dinner, or even get people on Xbox to play a certain game. And it was a landslide win for myself. With 9 votes, I won Best Planner. This is true. It's either me or Nick. We're always like the ones DMing, messaging, trying to get people together. So, congratulations to me. Thank you all for the votes. I appreciate game recognizing game. Thank you. The least funny. The least funny goes to the person who maybe doesn't always stick the landing when coming off, or sometimes it's just saying things where you're like, God, why are you speaking right now? The least funny nominees were Dylan, Giovanni, Robert, which is funny, and Tony. And least funny goes to Tyler. I'm sorry, not Tyler, Jesus. Tony with 4 votes. Tony's only funny when you laugh at him, so this makes sense. Tony's got no game. He's got no funniness. And we should beat Tony with sticks. I agree. I agree with that. Tony, congratulations on winning least funny. Best driver. Now, some people in the Xbox Party were just talking about this. Spencer is nominated. So is Brian. So is Kieran. The 3 of them have like the most votes. Listen, the award is going to Spencer. But I like that a lot of people vote for themselves on this, including myself. Listen, Spencer has multiple tickets, multiple pullovers. He hit a car at one point. He drives proficiently. But, you know, I see the argument to be made that he's the best driver. I mean, he does everything correctly. So, you know, finally, you want to give him best driver? Give him best driver. So, congratulations to Spencer being voted for the best driver. Congratulations. Most religious. Simply put, some people are more hardcore believers than others. They believe, they preach more than others. Some people just don't believe at all, like Spencer. Some of the nominees are Dylan, Giovanni, and Nick with some of the most votes. And the most religious person voted by the people is Dylan with 6 votes. Giovanni and Nick with 2 each. And Dylan, you know, his God-given powers and his cult following, because he does run a cult, wins with 6 votes. Congratulations, Dylan, for most religious. Most likely to crash out. Now, when some people get angry, they go quiet, or they walk away, or they go do something. But some people, kind of like Rampage Jackson here, go and destroy a door, or they just simply crash out. So the nominees were myself, Chris, and Brian. And the winner of most likely to crash out is Brian with 6 votes. 50% of the pie chart was taken up by Brian votes. 2 for myself, 2 for Chris. And, you know, Brian, maybe a little bit quick to temper, you know. I get it. Whether it's on Xbox or IRL, you know, at the flag football game, it is what it is, you know. So I guess recency bias has gotten to everyone, and now Brian has won most likely to crash out. Probably because of flag football game. Dumbest of the year. Simply put, someone who lacks some critical thinking, some IQ, who maybe says the most outlandish things that you were like, why would they say such things? Is this guy stupid? Is this guy dumb? Dumbest of the year nominees were myself, Spencer, Dylan, and Tony. And the winner of Dumbest of the Year is, in fact, Tony with 6 votes. Spencer was second behind with 2. That's pretty funny. And yeah, that makes sense for Tony. Tony says some pretty um, not the brightest things, to put it nicely, and not get banned on this app. So, Tony, congratulations on winning Dumbest of the Year. You know, that's a big accomplishment. Worst gamer, someone who plays video games on Xbox or whatever and constantly is bad at almost everything they play. Just on average per game, kind of lacks. And the winner is no other than, we know, Tony with 9 votes. Martin had a vote, it looks like. Nick had a vote. But Tony dominates in this field. 9 votes for Tony for worst gamer. Just, you know, one trick on Marvel Rivals. Bad State of K2 player. What else can you say about the guy? Most likely to be a cuck. Listen, let's just get this one over with because it seems most people know what this is apparently. And is being a cuck such a bad thing? I hope not, because I win with 7 votes of most likely to be a cuck. Maybe I said something about wanting to be a cuck. Probably. Would it be awesome? Maybe. Maybe. So, you know, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this win. This is a huge win right here to add to my collection of trophies. So thank you, everyone who voted for me for most likely to be a cuck. Thank you. Most likely to be rich. You know, a lot of us are in school, in college. A lot of us are putting in the work. So, who is most likely to end up on top in the future? You know? Some of the nominees were Robert and Brian and Nick. But ultimately, the winner of most likely to be rich was Kieran, with only 3 votes, because this was a very diverse pie chart, as you can see. But Kieran does get it done with the 3 votes. So congratulations to Kieran. You know, he's going to be an Asian doctor one day. Programmer, something like that. Congratulations, Kieran. Most likely to be homeless. Someone that, in the foreseeable future, could be, you know, a bum, sleeping on the roads, on the streets. Someone who doesn't have too much class. And will not, the exact opposite of the rich award, will be poor, broke, and homeless. Tony was nominated. A few other people were nominated. Most likely to be homeless, though, goes to Tony, tied with Ethan. I do give the tiebreaker to Tony. I think Tony will be homeless. I mean, look at him. Tony's already dressing the part with the beard and the hair. And what he wears, too. Ethan has the grind set. And Ethan will never be homeless because he needs to afford his and his rent. So Tony takes mostly to be homeless. Congratulations, Tony. Best taste in music. This one is a very diverse one since it seems like most people voted for themselves, which is based and real. But taste in music is everything, you know. How are you going to talk to the baddies or your fellow coworkers or friends about what you listen to? You need to have good taste in music. So the winner of Best Taste in Music goes to Chris with 4 votes. I know Chris is very proud of what he listens to. So it makes sense that enough people, like Nicholas, like Chris himself probably, voting for himself, voted for Best Taste in Music. Congratulations to Chris. But you can see in the pie chart, very, very diverse. Most people voted for themselves. We are here at the final award. Very simple award, but a huge award. This is the award of the night. This is what it's all about. This is the Friend of the Year award. Who is most impactful? Serious conversations with one-on-one people, best advice given, kind of like funniest in a way. Just someone that when you knew they were coming, you felt a little bit good because you know that they're always such a good friend. Nominees mostly were myself, Brian, Tony, and Nick. Those were the top 4 I just named. And the award for Friend of the Year goes to Tony. Yes, everyone's clapping. Yes, everyone's cheering. This might be a surprise to some people, but Tony gets a lot of hate, a lot of jokes on him, but it makes sense it would go to someone like him. Tony takes it with a smile. Tony is somewhat reliable, not really. There's a part of me that doesn't know why people voted for him Friend of the Year, but you know what? I get it. He's a nice guy. Tony is nice. He might be evil, and that's the other thing about this. How did Tony get voted for least funny, most evil, and also win Friend of the Year? I think that's just more telling of our friend group and of other people than Tony himself. I think there's just bad human beings. But in all seriousness, congratulations, Tony. You deserve this moment. You deserve this award. We'll be waiting for your speech, like, Oscar winner would give after they win their award. So congratulations. But that was it, everyone. That was the 2024 Personal Awards. I want to thank everyone, especially their patience, for waiting for this video to be uploaded. It wasn't easy. This was 55 slides. It was basically a school project, and this video included. So thank you for waiting. Thank you guys for watching all the way through. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like it this time, because this was not just me selling some people. This was all of you guys voting. And I'll catch you